Hey guys, welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations. We kind of left off at a bit of a cliffhanger, but we're gonna have to do that with these games. They get kind of long. Ziska, Franzi, and Bratworth are still debating about how exactly Byrne died. I'm very fucking upset about this. Don't mind me. That's like one of the only other victims I get super fucking upset over is Byrne Faraday, so hooray. So, all right, let's hear it, Franzi.
It was just chance that Mr. Faraday's body fell on top of Mr. Rel's. The two bodies fell into a pile, which indicates that they attacked each other at the same time. It really doesn't matter the slightest that they fell in the opposite order.
I just know that Francisca's explanation isn't absolutely correct. All I have to do is find a hole in her logic. Once I do, I can then present her with the evidence that proves the contradiction.
Hold it!
About that, Ziska.
Testing someone's testimony in order to gain some time to think. You're a real one-trick pony, aren't you? It's too bad that trick only works on fools.
That wasn't my intent. I simply wish for more details as to how Mr. Faraday ended up on top of Mr. Rel.
Someone's impatient. I was just about to explain that everything to you. So do you think you could hold it for a minute?
Look at that little Angie face. She gonna chomp. Her little teethies looks like she's gonna chomp on somebody.
She go,
She's so cute. She said, meh. Yeah, she pretty much
did.
Yeah, that pretty much is that face. Actually, there's someone who embodies that face better, but we won't meet them until Ace Attorney 4.
You mean the person who walks around with that face pretty much all the time?
No.
Oh, okay.
Francisca, I'll make you a deal. Ow. I'll hold on if you hold on to that riding crop of yours.
oh, I'll hold on to it all right, as I whip you.
Francisca, you could be arrested for assault.
Nonsense.
No, it's not nonsense, Francisca.
Who's going to arrest me?
The detective that doesn't really care that you're 13.
And has he shown any intent to arrest me thus far?
She doesn't hit me. I don't particularly give a shit.
I have no intention to.
You better not, kid.
I am a young woman.
You're a kid.
Again.
Yes?
Laugh again and I will be whipping you.
I wasn't laughing, Francisca. I don't know what you're talking about.
Twice the lashings.
You must be imagining things. Twice? Oh, dude, you weren't here for Justice for All when she whipped Nick into, like, a brief coma.
She whipped him unconscious.
Yeah, she did. Nick legitimately passes out. And no, we are, it is not a resting bitch face character that I was referring to anyway. Miss Ma'am? Yeah, that's Franzi. She's a queen. She's wonderful. Sorry, I was trying to get a cream saver. All right. God!
Well, now that you've quieted down a bit, I'd like to continue, if you don't mind.
Like I said, Miles learned to dodge.
Hold it!
The two fell on top of each other. Don't you find that to be just a bit strange?
Not at all.
Ah! I can see it in her eyes. She's dead set against me from the bottom of her heart.
Miles Edgeworth. Once I'm done here, you'll see there's nothing strange at all. Now then, the two men fell into a pile.
What did you mean by they attacked each other at the same time?
I assume Mr. Faraday had two different weapons in his hands. He made to attack Mr. Rell while holding both the knife and the revolver. And then, after Mr. Faraday fired the gun, Mr. Rell grabbed the knife, and as he was falling, he stabbed Mr. Faraday. That is how Mr. Rell wound up on the bottom and Mr. Faraday on top. At close range, it is more than possible.
Yes, it's possible, but...
Well, if you have any other ideas, then show me what you've got.
Oh, I will. He fell on it 30 times, Your Honor. Oh, burn. And to that extent, I'd like for you to append what you just said to your testimony.
I don't see the point in that. As you please. That fact indicates they attacked each other at the same time from a close range.
You're saying that they attacked each other at the same time from close range.
Yes, exactly. That is just what I said.
I'm confirming you didn't perhaps mean something else, exactly as you said. You didn't know what a riding crop was, after all.
I don't know the word in English.
Well, yes, I'm making sure you know all the words that you are meaning to argue in English, so you do it perfectly, Ziska.
Was ein Scheißchen.
I know, her cute little Angie noise. I am not-
Mr. Faraday pointed the gun at Mr. Rell's chest and pulled the trigger.
You watch your language, Franziska.
No.
She just said something in German, didn't she?
You cannot tell me what to do, Miles Edgeworth. You are not the boss of me.
You are far too young to be calling people a bastard.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
I am a young lady and I can do as I please.
You're 13.
That is plenty old enough.
I will tell your father.
Papa will not believe you.
Do you want to test that?
Yeah.
I lost. Just the, yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, man.
She's still a teenager.
Yeah.
Mr. Rell then took the knife from Mr. Faraday and stabbed him before he fell unconscious. The dead Mr. Faraday instantly fell on top of Mr. Rell from the stabbing, pinning Mr. Rell under him, where he died shortly thereafter. And that's how they ended on top of each other with no contradictions to be seen.
Do you really believe they fell in the exact opposite order in which they attacked?
Miles Edgeworth, You're not listening to a word I am saying.
I am listening plenty, Ziska. I am simply ascertaining the facts. You are going to be a right wild mare when you get behind the bench.
I take that as a compliment.
Do as you will.
That was perfect with that comment.
That was.
They both attacked each other at the same time, and Mr. Rel fell first by chance, leaving Mr. Faraday just happen to fall on top of him.
Yeah, this is why we improv, is for those moments, chat.
Then Mr. Rel died shortly thereafter, pinned underneath Mr. Faraday. That's how it happened.
So the two men attacked each other, with Mr. Rel randomly falling down first? The fact that the order that they attacked each other in varies from the order they fell in doesn't cause a problem for me. However, there's definitely one certain aspect that I'm having trouble swallowing. So, you believe they killed each other at close range? Sorry, but that's impossible. Just as it is written in the crime scene notes, the firing of the handgun did not leave a gunpowder burn on Mr. Rel's clothes. Therefore, Mr. Rel and the gun must have been separated by a distance of at least 2 or 3 yards. You didn't get picked up, I'm sorry. There you go. Yes, this is by far the biggest contradiction. The two bodies are piled up on each other, and yet the gun was fired from a distance. And with there being no chance that Mr. Rel moved that far after being shot, that leaves only one possible explanation.
What a completely foolish line of foolish thought from a thoroughly foolish fool. If I'm not right, then who was it that made the first move in with the intent to kill, huh? Who?
The person that attacked first with murderous intent? That would be... Here in this room, contradictions appear no matter which man we claim attacked first. Thus, there can only be one explanation. There was a third person here. It was that third person who killed both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel, and set their bodies up to make it look like a double murder. That third person is the real culprit. And yet, Miles, you got so fucking astounded when Nick started, you know, doing this shit in court. Really, Miles?
That was in court. This is not quite in court.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He was learning from his boyfriend, okay? Nick is in college as a theater major at the moment, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it all makes sense now. Yeah. Oh no, my own weapon used against me. Yeah, pretty much.
Miles Edgeworth, there's still one thing you're missing.
Evidence, correct?
Exactly. Everything you've said up until now has nothing but a story played out in your own head. However, this is where the real test begins. Can we prove there was a third person involved in the crime?
Of course. If a third person was truly here, that fact would resolve the glaring contradiction. The proof that this has all been a setup, made to look like they killed each other. I'll present it and lay bare the final piece of the puzzle that's not yet in place. You can present one of two things. I like with the plastic bag because that's more obvious, but the other one is the gun.
Take that!
The gun in Mr. Faraday's hand and the plastic bag with his blood on it. These two items point to the presence of a third person.
Oh, so.
Recall Detective Gumshoe's testimony.
I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle.
If there wasn't a struggle in this room, then there shouldn't be any plastic bags on the ground. Meaning that someone else must have deliberately scattered them all. Do you not see the possibility in this? Disregarding the gun for the moment, there's a high probability of blood splatter when a knife is used on a person. If the culprit held the knife with a plastic bag around it, they could use the bag to catch any blood splatter from when they withdrew the knife. Then, by spreading... Wait, how did I just say knife? Knife! I like walk it.
Weird.
I like Christopher Walken'd a little bit, which is...
Miles Edgeworth, are you okay?
Christopher Walken a little bit. Knife. That's not a knife.
This is a knife.
Oh my god. I'm fine. Perhaps you shouldn't hit people so hard with that whip.
I fear I did not hit you hard enough.
Francisca, that will not return any brain cells you murdered. You're lucky I sidestepped that last one. Then, by spreading a few more plastic bags around, mixing the bloody one in with them, and arranging the room to make it look like there was a struggle between the two, they were able to conceal their presence. It didn't catch it again.
I'm not going to keep doing it. I'm sorry. That's actually getting kind of frustrating.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know why the mics are doing that. Looks like... Oh, I need the cream saver. Looks like we've still got a long way to go in this investigation. Yes.
Objection!
Ajay, are you okay?
Be angry.
Look at him! Big,
Be angry.
big broad-barreled chest. I've been summoning badgers and I'm very tired. Well, or rather, he's been He's been trying to figure out a creature to summon because he doesn't know about the badgers yet.
Yeah, he hasn't summoned the first badger yet.
Nope. Gumshoe hasn't given him the idea.
Oh, these rituals certainly take it out of me. What the heck's up with you, pal?
Mr. Bad, I advise you place Detective Gumshoe under arrest.
What?
What's the meaning of this?
Look like you're not man enough to discipline your own subordinates.
Don't you dare.
That detective claims that he was there, standing in the front of the door the entire time. I have it on good authority that it was all a giant lie.
Ms. Yu, I ask that you please explain that last statement.
I'll let his honor explain it himself.
I saw it with my own eyes, I tell you. During the recess, there was a period of time when there was no one in the hallway. What?
See, Mr. Bad? So, I ask you, why would a detective who's supposedly doing his job the entire time want to fabricate such a lie?
Gumshoe, did you kill Faraday?
No! Of course not, sir!
It would appear that one who set up the crime scene, or it would appear that the one who set up the crime scene was that detective. Which basically renders his testimony a complete lie and wholly invalid. It looks like your perfect logic has come tumbling down, Miles.
Yeah. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle.
Was that statement really a lie? Detective Gumshoe, you're now a suspect in the murder of 2 men. Now, spit out the truth, or so help me.
I haven't lied to anyone, sir. Honest. I really was there. I was in the hallway the whole time.
Detective Bad, I ask that you please do not act without my permission. After all, I am the one that is heading up this investigation, am I not? Don't talk like you know what's going on, boy. All I want is for this investigation to run perfectly.
Perfection is the only wish of a disciple of the Flong Kama, after all.
Perfection, my ass.
Was ist so lustig?
My ship feels are killing me. Get out. Yeah. I think he finds it rather amusing, Mr. Von Karma's creed.
Why?
Because he fabricates evidence, little girl.
Papa would never. Miles Edgeworth, make him shut up. You are heading the investigation after all, are you not?
Detective, please refrain from speaking of my mentor in such a manner. Therefore, before you take Detective Gumshoe into custody, I'd like to set the record straight on something. And what's that? What should I ask Detective Gumshoe about? I suppose the one thing I'd like clarified is Detective Gumshoe's motive for committing this crime. Motive, huh? Gumshoe, you got a grudge against Faraday or anything?
No, sir, not me. Not a single bad thing against Mr. Faraday, sir. I only heard good things, sir. Especially from you, sir.
Is that a fact?
I may have said too much.
You really have a problem with lying, don't you, Detective Gumshoe?
I'm telling you, I am not lying!
The more unusual you act, the more suspicious you become, you know.
If you want a motive, Edgeworth, I have one for you right here.
Could you please share it with us? However, be forewarned that I won't hesitate to object to flights of fancy, because all I'm interested in is the perfect explanation.
You're serious, aren't you? Fine. You amuse me, so I'll humor you with a little courtroom practice. It was about a week ago. I saw the detective getting chewed out by a livid Faraday in front of the precinct. He stood there super pale as Mr. Faraday yelled, "That's a salary cut for you, you nitwit." A brand new detective suddenly getting his salary cut. That's reason enough for a grudge. Well, How's that for your perfect explanation?
You totally misunderstand me, pal. No matter how bad I get, I could never hold a grudge.
There's a really funny headcanon that comes out of this, actually, so that statement is hilarious. I can't say what the headcanon is yet, though, because it is a spoiler. But, oh my gosh. Quiet. We can't trust anything you say.
Sir.
There's nothing wrong with the motive she proposed, per se. But there are some gaps in her logic that need to be filled in. Ms. Yu's perfect explanation may not be so perfect at all.
Hold it!
A week ago. Then you and Detective Gumshoe are acquaintances.
No way. I only met him in person today.
And then how did you know about Detective Gumshoe?
Oh, I've seen him around before.
Hold it!
Mr. Faraday was upset.
Yeah. You know what else? Mr. Faraday isn't exactly known for getting angry often. He was totally beat red in the face. And the offending officer just stood there, pale as a ghost, like he was about to die.
Just like the face he's making right now.
I'm completely innocent, I tell ya.
The poor man.
It was quite the scene with the detective.
Ziska, are you unsettled?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay, good. Her mannerisms are quite odd.
Why is everything funny to her?
I wish I could answer that question. Did chat ask that at the same time, or did you voice that for chat?
No, it was the same time. Bless chat.
Oh no, that's too good. Oh my god, you're vibing with Franzi. Yes! You're vibing with a queen. That is something to be proud of. Ren is actually Mirror AU Francisca confirmed. I just need her writing crop. Oh god.
Hold it!
You just stood there watching this unfold in front of you, and why were you at the precinct? You were a defense attorney.
Yeah, I have to say it was really enjoyable too. I was there for work. But that's why I saw Detective Gumshoe earlier. I knew to steer clear of him.
No way! I thought it was because I had something stuck on my face.
But you do.
Huh? What have I got stuck on my face?
Let's start with your eyes, nose, mouth, oh, and those ridiculous eyebrows.
Huh?
No, look at his eyebrows. They're hypnotic and I love them.
Look, I'm just reading the lines.
I know. I'm talking to Callisto, not to you. I know you would never. You would never.
I love Gummy.
I know. Also, wholesome image for everybody because we all know that he and Maggie are canon. Gummy with a dad bod.
Yeah.
That is all Katie. That is not me. Katie is the one that brought it up, and I was like, oh, adorable. Yeah, there we go. Let's get some appreciation for Gumshoe. His eyebrows are dumber sexy, man. Let's get some Gumfetti.
Goodbye.
Let's get some Gumfetti in the chat.
Oh man, messing with your head is just too much fun.
Ms. Yu, if you don't mind, I'd like to return to you your testimony now. Return to your testimony now.
Sure, why not?
Oh, I feel like I'm in an asylum.
Hold it.
To cut a new detective's salary right off the bat like that.
I'm not really familiar with the way you guys relate, but is that common practice?
Yes. It is not.
I'm more inclined to believe Detective Bat over here.
Speaking of cutting my salary, didn't you threaten to do that to me earlier too?
So it is common.
I suppose I did.
It's only natural to cut a worthless detective's salary down to their actual worth. My father could even fire anyone, new or old, with a snap of his fingers.
He has to try harder. I'm still here.
Miles Edgeworth, control him. You are, as you say,
Ziska,
in charge of this.
Ziska, do not rise to his provocation. Don't rise to the provocation. He's doing it to rile you up. Have fun with your stream. Have fun playing, hopefully Traveler's Rest. I think that was the tiebreaker. So have fun with your Traveler's Rest and relax.
Do you think maybe that's the reason enough detectives hate you people?
Well, I guess. They really shouldn't cut people's pay. Detective Bad, don't tell me Mr. Von Karma cut your salary earlier. Oh, of course he did.
Hold it.
You call your explanation perfect.
Is it not your liking?
Unfortunately for you, it's just not up to my standards.
Oh. Is there something you want me to clarify in this case?
All right, if you could clear this one thing up for me. I understand Detective Gumshoe's motive for killing Mr. Faraday. However, what about his motive for killing Mr. Rell?
His motive for killing Rel? Like, I would know.
If there was no clear motive for both of the murders, then I doubt this incident would have occurred. Wouldn't you agree? Is there anyone else who might have had a grudge against either of the two men? Or should we look into that ourselves?
Oh. In that case, I have absolutely no idea.
What? But that's impossible. She must know something.
Wait. Could you please not glare at me like that? It makes me laugh.
I didn't even do anything and you're already laughing anyway.
Well, anyway, the way I see it, as long as he had a motive to kill one of the two, this crime would have played out the way it did anyway.
Oh, would you care to explain your logic? And this time, please try to provide a truly perfect explanation.
Perfect this, perfect that. Stop being so uptight, or is that the requisite trait for being a fond karma?
No, Edgeworth, I demand you shut this rude woman up.
I wish you'd both be quiet for just 1 second.
Oh, well, I guess I'll just have to explain it to you kids. There's no one out there with a motive to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. All you really have to establish is that someone had a grudge against one of the two men. Mr. Rell, who happened to be there, became a witness to Mr. Faraday's murder. Therefore, he was killed out of necessity and set up to look like they had killed each other.
I wonder if that's really true. Is there no one out there with a grudge against both men? I should take another hard look at the evidence for this morning's case. The second KG-8 incident, as people are calling it, involving an embassy staff member, and the two men who both wound up as suspects in the case. Is there someone else I'm overlooking who is somehow related to them?
Hold it!
So there is no one else who might have had a grudge against both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell.
I suppose no one is a bit of a stretch. But I'm pretty sure no one like that was here in the courtroom today, or the courthouse today.
She's lying through her teeth. We just saw someone like that here earlier.
Besides, you don't need to prove that the killer had a grudge against both men.
Hold it!
Someone with a grudge against one of the men. In that case, aren't there plenty of other people who fit the bill?
Sure. After all, who doesn't garner scorn from another simply by being alive? But the one who held a grudge and acted upon it by killing was Detective Gumshoe.
No.
Furthermore,
Hold it!
So you're saying that he was basically silenced?
aren't you glad that you managed to avoid the same fate, Your Honor? Why, if you had been one of the witnesses of the cold-blooded detective...
What? Detective Gumshoe? You would kill even me? What? I could never do something as terrible as that, Your Honor. There's no need for even a second of deliberation. I will hand down my verdict here. Excuse you.
Your Honor, please take a look around. We are not in a court right now. It would be greatly appreciated if you would stay here with us in reality.
Please forgive me. I know not what I do.
You there, Miss Hugh. Hurry up and continue your testimony. If you fail to do so, I will whip you into shape.
That's nice. Sounds kind of fun, actually.
She is 13. Excuse you. Ugh.
Yeah, and I need some exercise by trying to see if this little girl can actually hit me.
No, that comment was uncalled for on every level. I don't care how it is taken. Ms. Yu.
You're the one who's taking it in a perverted sense, you freak.
I said no matter how you choose to discern it, apologize to the young lady.
I think not.
Apologize.
Uh-huh.
Don't worry, Ziska. I'll get it out of her yet.
It is no matter.
Anyway, Detective Gumshoe had to erase the witness, Mr. Rell.
I love Miles getting all puffy big brother, because he didn't mean it in like a freaky way. He was just like, no, you do not disrespect my sister. I'm the only one who gets to disrespect my sister. Ooh, it sounds good.
Hold it.
I didn't do it, pal.
No hard feelings, but I don't think we can take the word of a criminal seriously.
Aw. But I can't even begin to think up of ways to set up a crime scene.
Ugh.
Detective Bad, are you sure you really want to be on the force with him?
I think he'll be all right. If he's not if he's not a killer.
If you say so.
I suppose you do lack the necessary tactical mind required to do such a thing.
Oh, why do you have to kick a man when he's down, pal?
You shouldn't put yourself down, Detective. You're a big guy. I bet you thought it all about yourself, right?
Yeah, that's right. And I worked real hard at it, too.
I think this proves one thing about the detective. He has the mental acuity of a worm. I have to admit her explanation makes sense. However, there was also something she overlooked in her testimony. I should present that piece of evidence and see if I can't make her see the truth that she is so obviously hiding.
Objection.
Ms. Yu, I believe there is something you overlooked in making your statement. Or rather, is it because you'd rather not bring this person up?
What do you mean?
We are looking for someone with a reason to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. I can think of at least one person that fits the bill. He was the suspect in the original KG-8 incident, and a member of the Cadopian Embassy staff, Mr. Manny Cochin. That's right, the very man who came to visit you earlier out in the hallway. The man who killed a member of the Cadopian Embassy staff, Mr. Rell, and the man who was the lead prosecutor of the KG-8 incident, Mr. Faraday. Are you telling me that Mr. Cochin has no reason at all to kill both of these men?
Well, I suppose he might have a reason or two.
You covered for me, pal. Maybe you're not such a bad guy after all.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You're still a suspect. Make no mistake about that. The perfect evidence, the perfect testimony, these are the only things I wish to hold.
But I didn't do it.
You will stay under my authority and go investigate Mr. Manny Cochin for me. And remember, I will not be very forgiving should any of this leak out. You want to investigate Cochin? You'd just be wasting your time. And why is that? Cochin was up in the viewing gallery watching the trial. Or so I was told. Every cop in this place has been keeping an eye on the guy since he arrived.
Then the only real suspect we have is still Detective Gumshoe.
I suppose so.
No way. Oh, come on, Detective Bad. You gotta believe me, sir. It really wasn't that hallway the whole time, sir. I never took a single step into this room, sir.
Okay then. Are you saying there was someone else who passed through the hallway?
No, there was no one else, sir. Then why should I believe you didn't do it?
That is one incredibly foolish detective. Standing right in front of a crime scene all by himself. It's as good a confession of guilt.
Have to admit, it's a bit strange. Most criminals will fabricate some sort of lie to escape their crimes. And if that detective really wanted to prove that he is innocent, you'd think he would at the very least offer up "I spaced out while on duty" or the like. Come on, Gumshoe. Time for your interrogation.
Detective Bad.
Miles Edgeworth. I will go ahead and report this to Papa.
And that, as they say, is that. Right, everyone?
Well, I suppose we should be getting back to our real jobs now, huh?
Before we do, Ms. Yu, there is something I'd like to speak with you about.
What is it?
She looks so fucking twitchy with her sprite, like, with her doing the giggling sprite. She's like, she looks like she's tweaking out.
So, what did you want to ask me about?
The current case of the murdered Cadopian embassy staff member. I've heard that people have begun calling it the second KG-8 incident.
Only among you law enforcement types.
You're also law enforcement, are you not?
I suppose. And what about it?
I'd like for you to tell me everything you know about the original KG-8 incident.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I don't know anything beyond what the reports in the paper.
No, I believe you know much more, since you are directly tied to the KG-8 incident.
I'd appreciate if you'd stop making false accusations. Baseless outbursts are useless, both inside and outside the courtroom. Don't you know?
I do, but I also know that I do have a leg to stand on here.
You can stop making that ultra serious face in front of me.
No! If you could please stop laughing for just 1 second. I'm not going to make any headway like this. I'm just going to have to show her exactly how related to the KG-8 incident she is. Ms. Yu, I believe that I have proof of your connection to the KG-8 incident.
That file's your proof? Very well, then. Why don't you tell me exactly why I'm related to the KG-8 incident?
Your connection to the KG-8 incident is through the victim. The victim's name is CCU. You will note that she has the same last name as you. Can you really still tell me with a straight face that you are not related to this case?
Sorry, but we're not related.
What?
Just kidding. You asked that question with such a serious look on your face that I couldn't help but.
Ms. Yu, I ask that you please tell me the truth.
All right, I'll tell you everything I know. As you guessed, the one reported the smuggling activities from the Amano group was my sister, CCU.
As I thought.
And she was killed right before she was to testify at the impending trial by Manny Kochan. But because he was tried once and was acquitted, he gets to live the rest of his cushy life completely carefree.
All because of a lack of evidence.
No, I heard that the evidence to convict him did exist.
What?
I heard it from Mr. Faraday himself after Mr. Kochan's trial was over. Apparently, a man in black made him the most important piece of evidence. Or made off.
Then the evidence had been tampered with.
Isn't it just like a criminal to do something like that? That smuggling ring being run out of the Amano group by one of the secretaries. They bailed Mr. Kochan out. Turns out they were in league with each other all along.
How big was that smuggling ring? Was it a large operation?
I don't really know. Which is why I wanted to become the lead defense on this case that people are calling the second KG-8 incident. But I haven't learned anything new at all. I was probably expecting too much, I know.
You mean you think this case has nothing to do with the smuggling ring?
I don't know what to think.
Why did Mr. Kochan want to meet with you earlier?
Actually, he came to watch the trial. Apparently, he only found out I was the defense lawyer on the case after he'd arrived. He figured he should say hi, and one other thing. Looks like you couldn't resolve anything this time either. Too bad.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh boy, stop it with the scary face already. I'm fine, really. I gave him a good slap across the face.
The way she talks about slapping him as she laughs away is kind of creepy.
But it's just as Mr. Bad said. He's not related to the double murder. I asked around, and people in the gallery claimed that he was in the seat the entire time. Talk about cruel fate. Well, this is about all I know. Sorry. Guess I wasn't much help, huh?
That's not true. I'm sorry I made you recall such a painful time in your life.
Edgeworth, you really are too serious for your own good. You really need to learn to relax. We wouldn't want you to die of stress, would we?
Thank you for the advice, but there's no need to worry. I work in my own way, and I will catch this criminal in my own way as well. You'll see.
Look at you with your game face on, ready to go.
I'm making no such face.
Did you know? Laughter is the best medicine, Edgeworth. Don't you get tired of making such a serious face all the time?
I'm charged with making sure that the criminals of this world are found guilty. I have no need for laughter.
There you go, making that face again. Oh well. I've got to get going. I still have a few loose ends I need to tie up.
the KG-8 incident and this murder investigation. It is my belief that these two cases are related to each other somehow. Plus the detective, Detective Gumshoe. It's obvious he's lying, even though the lie is hurting his chances. Clearly this case is far from over. But whether or not that detective is the murderer can only be determined once I've completed my perfect investigation. Mr. Von Karma, I swear to uphold your honorable name, or my name isn't Miles Edgeworth. Ow! Ow!
Yay!
I have no need for laughter, and I swear to uphold your honor. Let me just carve out my fucking heart right now.
He's been so brainwashed.
He really has. Speaking of, where's my cough drops? I'm gonna need it. An actual cough drop, not a...
Not a candy.
No, not a cream saver. Yeah, having Momford and Gumshoe in the same case.
In close proximity.
I am screwed for the next game.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
4 characters, 2. Yeah, it's 2 apiece, and then 1 with a gentler voice but still a deeper baritone. I mean, which is fine. I have a lower range, but oh man, it's okay. I did it to myself.
I mean, we can always try and change it up.
No, I'm good. I mean, we did change it by having Mary take another role. That's actually going to take a lot off of me.
Yeah.
So Mary was happy to. All right, pop this cough drop. Miant. Sir, what is to become of the trial into the Cadopian Embassy staff member's murder?
Indeed, since both the suspect and the prosecutor are now dead, the case will be dismissed. In other words, the trial ends here prematurely.
Looks like you have to wait a bit longer for your big debut.
I suppose it can't be helped.
The evidence for this trial will be transferred to you in a little while.
Sir, what do you think of the murder of the Cadopian Embassy staff member? And the murders of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell?
What an outrageous circus it has all become. That Faraday brought it all upon himself with his naivete.
An outrageous circus. Right, sir.
I grow weary of this topic. Edgeworth, I will have you assigned to a different case.
You'll come and watch my courtroom debut next, won't you?
I'll consider it.
Oh.
Sir, if I may, please allow me to continue with my investigation.
Whatever for.
I know that there is already a suspect in the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. However, there is not enough evidence to prove that it was he who committed the crime. I'd like to continue investigating in order to find the perfect proof of his guilt.
The perfect proof? Don't make me laugh. A worthless person like you has no right to claim such a thing as perfection.
Papa? Who do you think is the real culprit behind these murders? Miles and I, we're competing to see who can find the real killer first. Us being able to investigate a real crime scene is a rare opportunity. It would give us some real-life experience. Wouldn't you agree?
If you want to investigate this case that much, then do as you wish.
Then you're allowing us to continue.
In court, your top priority is to win, and a solid investigation is one of the keys to winning. We have to make sure you become recognized as a first-rate prosecutor, don't we? It wouldn't be very interesting otherwise. I'm returning home now. Edgeworth, Francisca, see to it that I'm not disturbed save for the results of your competition. Yes, sir.
Horse Papa.
Francisca, thank you.
What are you thanking me for? Your logic earlier was built on Scruffy Detective's lie. That means the competition is still on.
Yes, just as you wished.
I couldn't let you get off so easily. Now then, let's see how well you fare on the investigation from here, Miles Edgeworth.
I know I don't have enough information yet, so my first order of business will be to question anyone involved with this case.
Oh, good riddance, Von Fuckface.
Yay.
I hate him. I hate him so much. That tiny O of Franzese.
Okay. You did. Okay. You
I
did
heard
notice
it. I heard it.
Okay.
It killed my heart in half. Cause
You're welcome.
he doesn't go to her debut.
Nope.
That canonically proves it. And that's when he's getting the Terry Falls case set up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. And just, like, his wild outburst of, like, you don't even, like... God, I don't even remember what the fuck he said because I tried to tune Von Karma out even as I'm talking as him.
Yeah, just you don't have any claim to perfection.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, and notice how he calls him Edgeworth. He doesn't call him Miles, but he does call his own daughter Francisca. So he'll call his own daughter by her name, but Miles he is always called Edgeworth.
Yep.
In Miles's deep-seated trauma. Like any AA fan, yeah, I'm preaching to the fucking converted here. I know you guys get it. But there are people in my chat that are experiencing Ace Attorney for the first time and have only experienced some of the games incrementally just due to time constraints. So, like, I just really want to drive this point home of how fucked up Miles is. Because this is more shit that you have to infer if you're playing the games. And some people in chat don't have all that context. Oh, okay. What?
You good now?
What's going on? No, I hate him. What's going on with this guy? I can't stop the water, sir! It seems that the man who was here earlier broke it by drinking from it too much.
Bunch of fools who pretend to not see the foolishly foolish actions of the foolish fool.
Well then, why don't you lend the officer a hand?
As if I should do any such thing. Besides, the water-drinking fool's mouth has been is the thing that the officer should be covering. Let's give the officer a description of the water guzzler later.
She seems to have quite the grudge. It sounds to me like someone wanted a drink. Are you thirsty, Francisca?
A little.
There are vending machines.
I only have euros.
If you pay me back in euros, I will buy you something.
I'm not that thirsty.
Of course not. Wow, this thing is so incredibly detailed. My inner modeling fanboy is impressed.
I'm not exactly a fan of plastic models per se, but even I can sense the superb quality of this model.
Simply cannot comprehend how the man can feel such love for something so trifle.
Oh, I see.
You're a disciple of my father. So it would do well to guard yourself against the interest of such unproductive things.
Yes, perhaps I should take up whipping people like the young lady over here.
I mean, to be fair, he hid that Steel Samurai obsession from Manfred.
Oh my god, he was a master at hiding it.
Not to anybody else, but with Manfred, yeah.
I mean, even Franziska wasn't even completely aware.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean,
she was also, you know,
Yeah.
she was also in Germany.
They also really don't see each other much after this case.
Yeah.
Yes, what is it?
Also, she's our partner! Little baby. So, he has NordVPN to download torrents. Oh, he absolutely has a VPN. He buys them. He buys 2 copies. This motherfucker buys the shrink wrap, and he buys the he buys 2 copies. One to keep shrink wrapped, like one to keep plastic sealed, and then another to open and watch. But yeah, he downloads like anything from like actually Japan raw. Yeah, he will absolutely torrent it.
Nerd!
Yeah, for sure. Also on the DS screen, you had a little face for your assistant, so like little baby Franzi face was so fucking cute.
I feel there is a whole backstory to this case that we're not seeing.
Can we just appreciate how alike the siblings look right now?
I know.
Look at these cute babies. Look at them.
Sweet babs.
I'm thinking these 2 might be my favorite siblings in Ace Attorney.
Aw.
I love Maya and Mia. I love Maya and Pearl, and I love Lana and Emma, because those are like the big sibling dynamics we see. And I love Nick and Maya. And Miles and Kay. But like, these 2 are just like, oh my god. They're adorable, and I love them. Ace Attorney is just really good at like familial relationships and different types.
Yeah, they are.
And here we thought that it was a case where the 2 men had killed each other.
We're lacking information. And as a fond karma, I can hardly call this a perfect investigation.
Indeed, it is as you say.
I can't believe we agree on something.
Just what is so revolting about agreeing?
Anyway, our first move should be to speak with everyone related to this case.
Indeed. Even if you had not said it, I was planning to do so anyway.
Yeah.
Ah, what was that lash for? Because she's a teenager, Miles, and she has hormones.
She has hormones that she can't control, and she's very upset right now.
She's upsetty spaghetti because Manfred pretty much said that he...
It said no.
Yeah, Manfred pretty much said, oh, maybe, if you're worth it. Which, you know, she's been trying to prove her whole ass life. And your brother's getting all the attention. You don't like it, but you're there to support him anyway. You have conflicting feelings about this. Your brother's been growing distant from you. You feel like he's moving away from you. Miles, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on in her adorable little head.
Being a teenage thing is a hell of a or a teenage girl is a hell of a drug.
Oh my god, never again. Like, you could be like, you will be paid $10 million every day for the rest of your life to relive your teenage years. And I'd be like, ha, 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 go fuck yourself. I'll work until the day I die.
Do you think you can win this competition by simply showing that to me?
Not at all. In fact, I was planning to thank you. I wouldn't be a prosecutor today without you and your father.
I didn't really do much. You became a prosecutor first, after all. But you just wait and see, Miles Edgeworth. Very soon, I'll be a prosecutor, too.
Good. Then we can both send criminals away together as colleagues.
But you can be sure that I will always get more convictions than you.
It's almost cute that she's going this far to insist that she'll always win. Almost. I want to smush the cheeks on her smug little face. She's so cute. What's the matter, officer? I've been standing here forever, sir, and I really need to go to the bathroom. Why don't you just make a quick trip? The nearest one isn't that far, is it? No, it's a short way down the hall beyond those doors, but I don't want to be blamed for anything that might happen while I'm gone. So I'm gonna hold it! Perhaps Detective Gumshoe could be a positive influence on the force after all. You want to be Sleepy Cop?
I'll be Sleepy Cop. Sir! Nothing to report, sir.
Is there no one who will make this man take responsibility for his actions on the job?
Yeah!
Looks like we have no choice but to report him to Papa. Then the Scar can have fun walking in a waking nightmare after being awakened from his dream.
Actually, let's not. I kind of feel sorry for him now.
Why?
You'll see it more when you start working with him. A little unpleasant. Okay, this is where the courtroom is. I thought the bailiff was guarding it. Okay, well, Gummy is... Oh my god, Miles, please go down. Miles? Oh no. Oh no. Miles. This is a problem. I'm clicking as close to the bottom of the screen as I can. Miles! There we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, well, Gummy's throwing a fit, so... Mules!
Mules!
Oh, there you go. There you go. Ms. You.
Oh, it's you, Edgeworth. And who are you? Wait, you were at the crime scene just now, weren't you?
Ziska, don't get riled up.
You're gonna be disbarred for not knowing who I am.
Oh, and there she goes.
I have Francisca Blancama, and I am about to become a successor to my father's family.
About to. I guess that means that for now, you're just another kid. In which case, it's only natural that I don't know who you are.
What?
Why are you whipping me?
Anyway, it looks like you're planning to hold the evidence a bit longer. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's waiting.
I'm terribly sorry, but I have a few more questions to ask of you.
Look at you. Eyebrows scrunched, lines in your forehead. And that to ask of you.
What exactly is so funny?
Sorry. I'm just bad with dealing with super serious atmosphere.
Apparently, they failed to teach you proper behavior at a crime scene in law school.
Oh, I feel much better. So, what is it that you want to talk about?
I'd like to inquire as to where you were at the time of the murder.
We were in defendant's lobby number 1 the whole time, up until we heard the gunshot. And by we, I mean Mr. Bad. If you don't believe me, feel free to ask him yourself.
You were with Detective Bad. Why?
We had a little something to discuss. That's all.
So I take it that you are acquaintances with Detective Bad.
Yeah, he was a detective in charge of the KG8 incident.
Detective Bad is also related to that incident.
That's right. He was the one who was supposed to protect my sister, Cece. But you know how that turned out, don't you, Edgeworth?
Miles Edgeworth, I have no idea what you two are talking about. I've heard of the KG8 incidents from Papa. But how did that case relate to you, Miss You?
The victim in the case, CCU, was my little sister. You're making that super serious face again. I'm fine. Really. I just have to make a point of rub some more salt in the wounded pride every time I see him.
The way she talks about doing that as she laughs away is still creepy.
Oh, speaking of Mr. Bad, he and Mr. Faraday...
CC, or not CC, Callisto, no!
I'd say they met up just about every single time the Yatagarasu made a move. It was practically a given that those two would meet up at every one of the crime scenes.
I see. He did mention that he is in charge of the Yatagarasu investigation earlier. Maybe I should ask her what she knows about the Yatagarasu in more detail.
Also, now that we've, like, met everybody, pretty much. Let's take a peek-see. Bad's 53. Okay, you is only 2 years older than Miles right now.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I forgot she was that young. Manny Koshin's only 24? Oh my god, time has not been good to you, dude.
No.
You look like you're in, like, your 40s. Jesus H.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we sure he's 24 and not 42?
Jesus Christ. Look at her little portrait!
I know.
Ah! There. There's a better dad.
Yeah.
Now I'm sad. But at least we didn't end on Modford von Fuckface there.
You claimed that at the time of the murder, you were with Detective Bad.
But didn't you lawyers usually discuss the trial with your client during the recess?
We do, and that's what I was planning to do. But Mr. Faraday was being rather threatening, and he dragged Mr. Rell away. After that, Mr. Bad came into lobby number 1, so we just stayed there and talked.
And what did you talk with Detective Bad about?
Nothing interesting. I just insulted him some. Talked about how the trial was going, and then I insulted him some more.
Bloody... When she's not laughing, her mouth seemingly spews nothing but insults.
Anyway, Mr. Bad and I were in defendant lobby number 1 when the murder took place. So I can't really tell you anything about the hallway or lobby number 2.
I see.
Every prosecutor takes the bar exam right after birth. Agreed with Katie, can confirm. I'd like to ask you a few questions about your client, Mr. Macrel. Now, your client first claimed to be the Yatagarasu, is that correct?
Also typo, but that just makes the entire thing even better.
My uncle works for Capcom, he told me. But you spelled it Capcom. That's amazing! I actually love Capcom! No, I love it.
Yeah. Once I heard that it was the Yatagarasu that made off with the evidence from KG8.
Sorry, I just thought of Capcom and then I just, like, so many Resident Evil lines just flash through my head right now. Like, I'm hearing, like, I'm the master of unlocking. You almost became a Jill sandwich, you know, like, Chris!
Fuck, I almost spit out my pop.
That one's your favorite.
Total global penetration.
Beep!
What, was that not it? Fuck.
If you guys haven't seen DC Douglas in character do bloopers as Wesker, it's a thing of fucking glory. Oh my god, it's so funny. And it goes the total global annihilation line. He keeps fucking it up on purpose. So good. Oh my god, they are Capcom. That's like perfect. I'm not convinced that was a typo, Katie. I'm convinced you just did that on purpose and then called it a typo.
Look, I'm not that clever.
Bullshit, you're not. My uncle works for Capcom. My uncle works for Nintendo. I love using that, like, every chance I get. It's so funny.
I began to ask Mr. Rell all sorts of questions, but to no avail. Turns out Mr. Rell was not the Yatagarasu. He had just made that up.
He made it up.
Mr. Rell's crime was caught on tape by security cameras. But there's no footage of him sneaking into the Cadopian embassy itself.
Hold on for just 1 second. Then you mean to say there really is that he was bleh. Then you mean to say that you knew that he was not the real Yatagarasu? And he was just another cold-blooded killer? And you were ready to defend him?
Yes, that's right.
I see. So a defense lawyer is actually someone whose job is to cover for criminals.
That's why defense lawyers are so detestable. They are no match for us fallen karmas.
I don't believe it. You're serious. Oh, why don't you save that face for someone really worth being serious about? And Edgeworth, do you remember what I said earlier? I have my own agenda. I'm still on the hunt for leads regarding the KG8 incident, alright?
And for that, you have not a single qualm about defending a known killer.
Don't put words in my mouth. I said no such thing. The only way I had to get close to Mr. Rowe was to be his lawyer. I had no intentions for covering for him, ever. So don't you dare suggest I was going to.
I'm sorry. Forgive my rashness. Also, I just want to throw this out there. She's really pretty.
Oh, Cece?
Yeah, or Callisto,
Yeah,
yeah.
Cece. Callisto, yeah.
I called her Cece earlier, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Callisto, yeah, she's really pretty.
Hmm.
The gay agenda. That's Miles's agenda.
All day or day.
Ms. Yu, I was wondering if you could tell me about the Yatagarasu.
The Yatagarasu, huh? I don't really know much about that character myself. But I do get a lot of consultation requests from companies to defend them.
Requests from companies?
The Yatagarasu isn't some petty thief out for money, you know?
All right then. Perhaps the Yatagarasu is in business of stealing people's lives.
You're not very funny or witty, are you, little Miss Von Karma?
She looks like an angry little dog. Francisca, be careful about who you whip. Choose carefully or we may be sued by...
There. I chose carefully, just like you wanted.
Ow! You were actually going to swing at her. Ow! That one hurt.
That, just now was hilarious, little Mitzi.
Of course it was.
What is wrong with these two women? Why does my pain give them delight?
That's a valid question, Miles.
And so, in the end, what is the Yatagarasu? I have to say, I've never even heard of this thief when I was in Germany.
The Yatagarasu deals in information, namely in digging out dirt and about backroom deals and the likes of companies. The Yatagarasu is a vigilante who steals such info and then makes it public for all to see.
Vigilante or not, this person sounds like they are another criminal to me.
I suppose you could put it that way too. But either way, I get a lot more clients now thanks to that thief.
Sounds like Ms. Yu is profiting nicely. I suppose I've gotten all I can out of Ms. Yu. I should move on and speak with Detective Gumshoe now. Has he calmed down? Oh, thank goodness. Detective Gumshoe.
Hey, it's you, pal. You're here. Ouch!
As am I.
I'm sorry, you're just so small. You're gonna grow. You're gonna grow, I'm sure, into a beautiful young woman. You're already a young woman, but you know what I mean. A beautiful older young woman. Please don't hit me.
I will stay my hand for now.
Thank you.
I don't think you needed the whip to let him know that. And you are rather small.
I didn't do it, pal. I swear on my honor as a detective, I really didn't.
Your words are useless. I place my trust in the evidence, Detective. Once the investigation is fully over, and should we find out that you are the killer, there will be no mercy to be had for you.
Have a heart, pal.
But you're not worried, right? After all, you have nothing to worry about. If you are truly innocent, that is.
That's right. Hey, pal, go ahead and do your perfect investigation and get the real killer for me, would ya?
I would have done so even had you not requested me to, Detective. So you and Mr. Faraday had a small meeting last week, did you? And what exactly did you do to make him so angry?
I just asked Detective Bad the same thing myself, pal. Turns out he was mad at me because on my very first day as a detective, I reported it in my usual post instead of the criminal affairs department. By the time I got down to criminal affairs, I was really, really late. And that's when he gave me that huge speech.
I remember doing the same exact thing in elementary school. On the first day of school every year, I would wind up going to my old classroom.
How pathetic for the detective to be compared to a mere school child. Although I do remember that. It was...
I did not cry no matter what anyone else says.
Francisca, are you saying that unprompted?
I know you were going to bring it up, Miles Edgeworth.
I was actually not going to. No, I
I
was
did not believe you.
I am not in the business of spewing out such things as someone's personal information, especially in front of strangers like the detective. Therefore, you just told him that you cried.
I did not.
That's actually really kind of cute.
Scruffy, would you like to be hit again?
No, thank you.
You claim to be standing guard in front of the door to lobby number 2 during the recess. However, when did you receive the order to do so, and from whom?
Earlier at around 3:20 and, from Detective Bad, pal. Today's trial took a really crazy turn, so I was told to make sure nothing happened to Mr. Faraday.
Yet, something did happen to him, correct? It looks like you were a total waste of manpower assigned as to guard duty.
Ow! Your words sting worse than your whip, pal.
So it was Detective Bad who ordered him to stand guard, Now then, Detective Gumshoe, is there anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nope, not a thing, pal.
In that case, allow us to take a look at what you are carrying on your personage.
Wait, you can't do that.
There's nothing of any particular value here.
Well, my handcuffs and badge were confiscated by Detective Bad, so, you know.
And what is that open envelope I see sticking out of your coat pocket?
Hands off, pal!
Show us already.
Yow!
Annual bonus check within.
You'll find out about my secret Hasten Miku badge.
Your what?
Look, pal, it's just really important to me. Just leave my Miku badge alone, okay?
Miles Edgeworth, what's his Miku?
I am not sure. It's something pop cultural. I don't really keep up with it, unless it's necessary for a case.
I see.
She's a virtual singer, pals. That's like the basest way of putting it. People can do really cool stuff with their voice bank. What?
Now I am curious. I shall look into it later.
Oh.
Oh, I like the song Secret Police, pal.
I will remember that.
Oh, cool.
She comes back like, Miles Edgeworth, what the fuck?
Yeah. Miles Edgeworth, what the fuck is this?
He's like, Francisca! Oh my god, I never thought you would actually be in your friendly mode. Oh my god, is this how Miri felt when you said all according to Keikaku?
Probably.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm lightheaded, holy shit.
You're welcome.
Oh, annual bonus check within. Oh my god. $5 total, except there is no check inside.
You've had your look, now give it back, pal. It's my first bonus as a brand new detective. I just got it and cashed it today. I had literally no cash on me up until I did, you know. So that envelope is really special to me. Now give it back.
You don't need rubbish like this. Don't worry. We'll throw it away for you later.
How could you?
I'm sorry, but I need to take him in for questioning now.
I think I've asked him just about everything I needed to. No, wait. Since he became a suspect, there is one piece of evidence I should reconfirm. Officer, I ask that you wait a second. I still have one thing I'd like to reconfirm with Detective Gumshoe.
Understood, but please make it brief, sir.
I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. I must confirm whether or not his testimony about when the crime occurred is the truth. No, not into the courtroom. We'll never escape. Me, why did you move?
I mean, the judge is practicing his incantations. No wonder you have a hard time getting out.
Yeah, it's true. You told me earlier that you heard no sound other than the gunshot out in the hallway. Is that correct?
No mistake about it, pal.
Then you are also claiming that no one passed through the hallway either. Is that also correct?
Yep, not even a single ant passed through that hall while I was on duty.
You do realize that the lie you're telling is only making life more difficult for yourself.
Huh? Oh. But it's true. I didn't see anyone go through the hallway, and I didn't hear anything else, pal. I bet the killer found a way to kill the two guys that's beyond what I can even imagine.
So he intends to continue telling this ridiculous lie. But why would he do so given the situation he's in? I believe a thorough investigation of the hallway in front of the defendant lobbies is in order. Yes!
At you! No! Ow! 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 Ah! What the devil? Ah, why is there a child blowing raspberries at me?
How could you have not noticed that coming?
My back was turned. Ow!
Edgeworth curses endlessly. He's just cursing in other languages.
And you tell me to watch my language.
Yes, well, I'm 20.
I'm not a 13-year-old young lady. Oh, that hurt.
Now you're just carrying on.
No, it really hurts. Oh my goodness, that child has quite the kick. Ugh. She didn't.
It was rather impressive.
Ugh. She didn't stain my pants, did she?
No.
Ugh, good. Wasn't that the child I changed money for earlier? Ah.
Thanks. That's exactly what I needed.
Ugh, kids can sometimes be so cruel.
It looks like she dropped something.
A Swiss roll. A courthouse special Swiss roll.
Maybe we should arrest the girl. She might turn out to be a valuable lead.
Ugh. I believe some sort of punishment may need to be dealt the next time we meet. But not arresting her. I believe I've asked all that I need of this man. Now for Detective Bad and the judge.
We have to confirm who is correct, the judge or the scruff face, right? I suppose we should inspect the hallway in front of lobby number 2 then.
I suppose so.
Shall we head on over, Francisca?
Break time?
Oh yeah, it is about time for a break, so let's
Yeah.
get away from Callisto and walk into the fucking hall, please. All
Oh,
right.
you don't want me to laugh?
Dude, your Callisto's really good.
Hey, thank.
But yes, we're going to end this recording session, but not the stream. Stream is still here. So, yeah, he just got kicked behind the knees by Kay. By a 10-year-old Kay Faraday.
What he gets for being a dick.
He doesn't know why. But yes, it is break time on the stream, and
Break time.
those of you watching on YouTube, we will see you next time. This has been Danny,
And Katie.
and we will see you guys later. Have a good one. Take it easy.